So that's like next time if we run a manual, then we can at least all three of us can just rotate it on back. Three of us can rotate.
Right.
Spread the load a little bit.
All right. Am I in the screen today? Oh yes. Okay, good.
You off the screen last week?
I got a little out of the screen last
Oh.
week. Periodically. All right. Sitting, standing, laying, wherever you would like to start, cross-legged. You're just going to start with some very calm, intentional breathing, kind of settling your nervous system a little bit. You can put one hand to your chest if you want, or one hand to your belly. Doing some nice big inhales. Feeling your chest expand as you breathe in, your belly expands, and then as you breathe out, your tummy goes in, your diaphragm goes up to push that air out. You may keep breathing. What we're going to use today is a foam roller. If you have one, light weights. These are 1 pound weights. These are 2 pound weights that can be found in the gym. And a band, if you have one, or a belt or a towel, anything like that will work in place of a band. Also, no weights. You can make your arms feel pretty heavy if you need to, if you do it long enough. We're going to start with our core activation. So we're going to come down on the mat, starting with our knees on the floor, tucking our tailbone under, pinning our lower back down to the ground, alternating, picking up a foot, really focusing on engaging those core muscles. It's a nice gentle movement here to wake up that activation. Remember to breathe. Find that you fall out of this position. Just take a moment, settle, repin that lower back to the ground. Keep those ribs down and just keep right on going. And then maybe too, like if you think about like keeping your ribs down, that will give you a little added core activation maybe that you weren't getting before, just something to think about when you make that mind-body connection. You should not be feeling this in your hip flexors. You should be feeling this in your core. The belly button is going in towards your spine. The tailbone is tucked under. We're going to bring both legs up to tabletop. We're going to do 10, nice and controlled, dropping both feet down to the ground, keeping our lower back pressed to the ground. This is a little more challenging. You really have to focus. Think about the movement, think about where it's coming from. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, put your legs out long, Reach, get a nice full body stretch. Take one knee, give it a little hug. Switch, give the other knee a little hug. Bringing your legs back up to that tabletop position, resetting, bringing your lower back to the ground. We're going to go the opposite direction this time, so dropping a foot down to the ground. Nothing is shifting in your hips, they're staying nice and stable. All of the work is coming from the core right now, those deep core muscles. So just breathe, go nice and slow. Concentrate on the movement that you're doing. You go slower than me. You have to keep up with me the whole time. Kind of find the pace that works well for you. Reset if you need to at any point. Check on that core. If you find that your belly button is coming up and out, reset. We want that belly button going down and in and up, actually. So really concentrate on the movement that you're doing. Go ahead, rest, set both feet down on the ground, give your core a little break, take some nice big deep breaths. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. We're just going to go into a standard crunch, so really thinking about keeping to top of the hip bones. Again, the tummy is going in and up. We don't want it pressing out. So this is going to get a little bit more of those ab muscles that are more on the surface. Nice and slow. Focus on the movement coming from your core, not from your neck. Then we're going to add on for our last few, so we're going to bring those knees up to tabletop. You go at what's comfortable for you, so the legs can go out long, or the legs can just tap the ground, foot tap the ground. You pick. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to add on, and this is going to turn onto a bicycle crunch, a nice slow bicycle. Fifteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very nice. Rest, relax. Nice big deep breath. Grab your rope, towel, band, belt, whatever it is you have. You're going to move it around one foot. The other leg is going to go down on the ground. It's going to go up and down. Feeling a nice stretch in the back side of that leg. Getting a nice stretch in the back side of your leg. Keeping that band on the same leg, you're going to let it fall across your body, open and close. Use the band to kind of help yourself stay in control here. We all have different levels of flexibility. Let the leg fall to the outside. Hold it there. Feel a nice stretch. Use the band to kind of hold the leg up if you need to a little bit. And then switch. Let it fall to the other side. And carefully switch legs up at the top. Make sure that band is around your shoe so it doesn't come back and hit you in the face. And then up and down on this side. Hold that leg at the top. Feel a nice stretch all through the back side of your leg. And then we're going to go right into that side to side, using that band to keep that leg under control. Hold that leg across the body. Feel a nice stretch all through the outside. And then let that leg fall open. Use the bands to keep yourself under control. It should be a nice stretch, should not be uncomfortable. So use that band to pull the leg higher if it's uncomfortable. Bringing both legs up. Carefully take the band off your foot. Don't hit yourself in the face with it. Band can get itself a little out of control sometimes. Your choice. You can grab light weights or no weights at all. It's totally your choice. I've got a little set of 1-pounders here. You can sit or you can stand. I'm staying on my knees because if I stand up, I'll be out of the computer screen. So, but if it's uncomfortable for you, just stand up. Totally. So we're gonna start with just bringing those elbows in, squeezing our shoulder blades together behind us, really kind of squeezing, trying like we're trying to pin something in between those shoulder blades. Waking up our back muscles. And actually, if I shift, you can maybe see my back. Get like a super tutorial here from the front side and the back side. Then I can see if I'm doing it wrong too. So squeezing together. You can easily do this without weights, making a fist. Get a pretty good squeeze in the back even without the weights. And if you do like 50 of these, your arms might be getting tired anyways. So keep that in mind. Kind of wake up those posture muscles here on our back side. Not on our back side, on our literal back. We'll wake up the glutes in a minute. That's our back side. And then keeping a light weight or no weight at all. We're just going to bring So mobility into our shoulders. For some of us, bringing our arms up over our head is challenging. So when you bring your shoulders up, think shoulder blades down and back to keep them in a good position. So they should be staying there the whole time. And we're just bringing some range of motion in. We don't have heavy weights or we have no weights at all. Just kind of adding to that mobility. Let's see if we can do 5 of them with our arms together. Stay nice and controlled. Relax. Go ahead. Shake out your arms. Bring your arm across your body. Feel a nice stretch. Looks like we have a tour going on today.
You teach? Are you teaching?
Yeah.
Is this an open class?
Yeah.
Oh, what days is it?
Monday at 12:15.
What was that?
Monday at 12:15.
Just one day a week?
Yup.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, I do it online or physically in here.
Oh, okay, great.
So-
It's just stretching and
Just
floating.
mobility. So we do a lot of core activation
Okay.
and then stretching, mobility,
Great.
and then, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome. Switch sides, make sure you got the other arm. Easy. No, you're good. Yes. Yeah, it's very nice. Yoga, that's gonna be my thing. There we go. So we're gonna grab our foam roller if you have one. We're just gonna bring a little mobility into the back sides of our legs. So we're gonna start here down at the bottom, just both legs together, kind of close to our Achilles or our heels. Kind of just rolling back and forth very gently. We're not trying to smash anything or, hurt anything down here. Just gently, just kind of bring some blood flow back in there. We're going to slowly work our way up to our calves. Maybe you find that one calf needs a little attention or whatever. You got a little knot in there. Here, slowly work your way up. So now I'm working my way up to my hamstrings. You might have to bring your seat off the ground a little bit. And maybe you find that you have a spot in your hamstring that you need to spend a little time on. Make your roll a little bit shorter. Just spend some time there if you need to. I'm doing kind of a big roll right here, going kind of all the way from almost to my knee to my back side. And then if you turn your toes in, you can kind of get some different muscles on your hamstrings. Turn your toes out, you get a little bit more of the outside of the hamstring muscles. All the way to our back side, so you can just sit right down on the foam roller. We're just trying to roll the muscles, not the bones. So if you end up, on your sit bone, you've gone too far. And then if you need to, you can shift from side to side. Get into the muscle at a little different angle. And then make sure you get the other side. Ooh, I got a tight spot right there that apparently I need to work on some more. And maybe you'll find that, so that's really good. You can come back to it later if it needs a little bit more attention, or maybe you need to come back to it every day this week. That could very well be. Just give it a little attention. We're going to roll over and we're going to do our quads. We're not going to do our shins because that's pretty much all just bony. Nothing too great to roll there. We're going to start closer to our knee. Do keep your belly pulled in while you're doing this. Again, small, tiny roll back and forth. If you find a knot or a little spot that you need to just give a little more attention to, if you have mobility and the range of motion, you can do a little bit of a longer roll. We're just kind of rolling here to bring some mobility and activation. We're not rolling for a particular injury or anything like that. And you're going to go all the way up to your hip but don't go on any bones, kind of stay. You might have to roll to the side a little bit here. Keep your hip opened up a little bit. And switch sides. And if you need it, you can also roll the inside of your leg. I'm not going to do it right now so much because it's a little bit awkward, but you can do that too at any time. Very nice. All right, set our little roller aside there. We're going to come onto all fours into a quad head position. If you happened to take out a weight today, you can add a little challenge to this exercise if you want, and we will know, if you do this, we will know if your core stays stable. Take that weight, set it on your back. If you do not stay stable, it is going to roll to the middle, or it's legit just gonna fall off. So, can you stay stable? I don't know if I want to do this one on camera. So, core engaged, everything stable, raising up one leg, heel to the ceiling. Oh yeah, this is going to be tricky. We're losing them already. Pulsing that heel up towards the ceiling. Keeping everything nice and stable. Don't let that weight fall off. Oh, I just got a close pop-up that popped up on my screen here a second. Keep going. Ooh, what do you think of that extra challenge there? All right, put your knee down. Here's a little added extra challenge for you. Maybe put your knees out a little bit wider. Okay, use your core to sit back. Can you sit back and keep the weight? How long can you keep the weight on without letting your back round? Can you sit all the way back? If you can't sit all the way back, this is a really good one to practice at home. This is great. Bring it back up. Ooh, you have to go so slow, isn't it like torture? Oh my goodness. All right, core engaged again. We got to do the other leg. Yeah, I still have the weight on my back. Brandon still has the weight on his back. Doing all right. Heel up towards the ceiling. Little pulses. You might find when you put that weight on your back, you're like, ooh, I was shifting a little bit. Okay, shift. Make sure those hip bones are both down towards the mat. Go ahead. Come back to that stable position. Let's do it one more time with that weight on your back. Core super engaged. Shift back. How long can you keep that weight nice and stable on your back? Don't let it roll off. Don't let it roll off. That's like when you see people doing squats and they get a butt wink. That's exactly what we don't want to happen. So we're kind of preventing that from happening. Bring it back up to tabletop, having yourself be nice and stable. We're going to alternate side to side, extending an arm and a leg. We're going to have to go really slow right now to not let that weight fall off our back. You don't have to have the weight on your back, but it is kind of a fun little challenge. And the weight's not like super rolly, like a ball or a water bottle or something like that, which fall off really easy. Make you put a foam roller on your back. I'm just kidding. Woo! Control, 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 using all those core muscles. I don't know, if your core is not engaged now. Whew. Go 15 more seconds. I'm just timing this one because you can just get in as however many you'll get in at your pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Don't forget about that weight. Remove it. We are going to lay down on our side so we can wake up some more muscles of the glute. We're going to start with the more challenging one today. If you don't want to do the more challenging one, keep your knee down. But we're going to start here with a little bit more challenging one. Reverse clamshell. Raising up that heel so everything's staying nice, steady, and strong here. $18, $19, $20. Keep this leg up. You're going to go knee down, heel kind of like goes back, like it's maybe like pressing into a wall behind you. You're going to feel sides of the glute activation, and then as you press towards the back, you're going to feel that big glute muscle activate. Keeping everything in your core and nice and stable. There's 14, no, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep that leg up. A little bit of a challenge. How far forward can you bring it? Point the toe down. And we're just going to do a few little pulses right here. This should really burn the outside of the hip. You're going to feel this really quickly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew! Owie. That was a good one. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Other side. Again, start with a regular clamshell. If this is uncomfortable for you, we're going to bring one knee up above. Reverse clamshell, really focusing on the movement coming from the side of our hip, our glute med. There's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keeping that leg up. We're going knee down, heel up and back. 1, 2, 3. We're halfway. Whew. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that leg to the front as far as what you can. 1. Do some little pulses. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Go ahead. Roll over. You can do this seated or laying back. You take your pick. Place one foot over the other. Feel a nice stretch in your glute. Be gentle with it. It just did some exercises for you that it maybe you got a little uncomfortable doing. Breathe. And switch to the other side. This is a great one that you can actually do at your desk while you're just sitting in your chair. You put one foot over the other and you can lean forward a little bit and you get a really nice stretch. You can also do this on the foam roller in this position and you get stretching and rolling and all the good stuff at the same time. Oh, and just like that, our time is up. Have a good day.